So what did you roll, Tiffany? I'm pretty sure you roll higher than Garth.
I'm used to the
12 plus your dexterity.
to the defense of Garth. He's used to the company of mercenaries. In this scenario, they would have kind of beaten each other up, and then after
14.
that drank, and then
14.
And then laugh.
and went to bed peacefully. Yeah, he's a good-minded man. Maybe a bit simple.
Alright, so top of the initiative order is Spit.
Of course.
She's going to move further into a shop, kind of glancing at Adeline as she does, because she doesn't really want to get Adeline.
And then she just did.
She doesn't want Adeline to get hit by any stray attacks, so she moves to refocus you towards another room.
And before you cast, I hold my owl closest to my chest as possible.
You have to do it on your turn, Tiffany. We've already started initiative orders.
It's on my shoulder already.
Yeah, but it's not your turn. Your turn is next, so it's coming up.
Alright.
And she just stands there, ready as a blade. Now, Tiffany, you're up.
I hold my owl close to my chest so it doesn't die or get hit.
You do. You hug it. It kind of looks at you and like nuzzles into the bottom of your chin. So you hug it. You're up.
Alright, I draw, prepare, and stand ready for... Do I get an advantage if I just prepare for her next
I'm not
attack?
next to him, am
Yeah, you do get advantage if you're preparing for it.
Alright, I prepare for
I'm
her
not
attack.
stood next
Maybe
to
spitting a
her,
bit
but-
blood.
Just a heads up.
Just to show determination.
Okay, back to the top. Spit's turn. She stands there, still ready. She's just watching you.
Good fight this is. Both just will stand there till eternity.
I mean, isn't that every single fight ever? We'll talk for 10 minutes, and then fight, and then talk for another 10 minutes?
Oh no, just that at every turn it's just standing, and I hope this trend continues.
Tiffany,
Yes?
your turn.
I hide behind the counter. I'm not getting involved.
Alright.
Yeah, you move up close to Adeline. Upon moving close, you do notice that
Oh,
the
damn.
wound on her stomach does appear to have sealed up. And her breathing seems to stabilize. It seems to be much more
Alright.
constant now. She seems to be doing a lot better than when you originally found her. Garth, you're up.
Well, not gonna attack first. I'm still preparing for the blow, which inevitably will come.
Spit. She says something else in Orcish, which you understand to be split again.
Okay.
And the sword blade reappears for a moment
Uh-huh.
and then disappears.
So
And,
she has to renew to freshen up the.
and she sheaths the sword, and she moves back towards the counter where you are, Tiffany.
Why?
Like really suddenly?
Or that spell does something that does horrible damage to you.
She's absolutely mad and crazy. Yeah, which I actually, I'll just mumble to myself in Orcish. Crazy. Well,
She does not pick it up.
then I will. I'm gonna observe her. Does she now really just? I mean, can I figure out if that's?
You were the one trying to start a fight with her. I don't know what you're expecting.
What?
Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep.
Nah, I'm not sleeping now. I'm just gonna get back to the staring contest until tomorrow.
Oh my god. Stupidity.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
If you don't sleep, you won't get benefits from a long rest.
Alright.
I mean, you
Alright,
won't feel-
I pretend to be awake, but well, actually I'm asleep. Leaning against my sword.
Okay, so Garth, he sits back down, and puts away his weapons. He kind of gives this very aggressive stare towards Spit. As he does, his eyes kind of begin to flicker and he drifts off, his head hanging there. Tiffany, you now standing opposite the counter of Spit, she kind of looks at him, shakes her head, and goes back to like attending to Adeline, wiping bits of sweat off her.
What even was that? Like,
That's your friend.
We'll have a fight.
What's your favorite me?
We'll have a fight. Oh wait, no we won't. I'll go to sleep now. Okay, I'm hungry. Is there anywhere we can eat around here? No, I fancy some I fancy some rock cakes that are like pancakes but cooked in a hot rock. Because this world has weird stuff in it. I've just made something up. Cake rocks. You cook them on a rock.
She looks at you with a look of irritation, but also, she did. But she just looks at you. She doesn't say anything.
I'm hungry. I want some rock cakes.
You're repeating yourself at this point.
Starving. I'm actually hungry right now.
Then go get some rock cakes.
Alright, are there any rocks around here? I'll make me own.
Rockets. Someone of us has to make that a thing.
Is there a sauna around here I can get some steamy rocks from?
You have no idea, and of the rocks you've seen around town, none of them appear to be big enough for you to use.
My rock cakes.
Rock cakes.
Rocket.
I just want some rock cakes.
And you just accused us of being weird.
I'm making up fantasy foods, okay?
Yeah, it's a good food. I want to taste it now.
It's a pancake, but it's
Must
cooked
be-
on a hot rock.
Must be some elfish thing. Never had that.
Right. Can I go in the kitchen? I'll queen. I don't need to ask. I'm gonna go try and find the kitchen.
From what you remember, the kitchen was upstairs in Adeline's apartment, and Spitz told you that no one could enter Adeline's room without permission.
Screw Spit? I'm starving.
Okay, you make your way back out into the back room, towards the door which leads upstairs into Adeline's little room.
It's locked, isn't it, though?
Try it once again, it is locked. You did try this last time and it was still locked.
Is there any cabbage patches or farms
You
or
could
anything
just
around
eat
here?
your rations.
I don't want to use my rations. This is not a ration time. I can go to the supermarket. I'm going to a shop to buy some food. I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Well, we're all asleep.
I'll write
Yeah,
a note.
Garth and Tiffany are asleep. I mean, Garth and Toriel are asleep.
I'll
It's
write
only
a
you
note.
guys.
Yeah, we're gonna get murdered during that.
I'll leave a
or
note,
maybe
be
not.
back in 10.
I'll leave a note in Toriel's giant hand saying, be back in 10. Gonna get some food.
Alright.
So yeah, I'm gonna go try and find a shop.
Okay, you make your way into out the front door this time, as you don't see any reason not to. Back into
night?
back into town. A lot of the shops are closed at this time. It is pretty damn late.
Hey, guess who has open?
I thought it was-
Pretty
I
damn
thought it
early.
was- Wait, stop. I thought it was the morning.
No, not yet.
Well, then I go back in the house.
Okay.
Wait until
No,
morning.
no. I mean, there is one specific shop
Shut
that
up.
has open, which has wonderful potions.
Right, I'm going back to the house and I'll just read until it's morning. Am I fully rested?
You are fully rested, yeah.
I'll
You
just
have
read.
all your spells and hit ice pack.
I'll just read until it's proper morning.
Okay, so we'll say that you never actually left. You just kind of.
I just want some rock cakes.
Are you
Yeah,
looking
but
around
you can't
Adeline's
show
shop for a
yourself all
book,
the
or are you
time.
pulling out one of the books that you bought?
I'll pull out. What was it called? Something of the desert.
I'm not entirely sure. You just
10
I'm gonna
reasons
read-
why the episode
it's
sucks.
called-
Number 7 will surprise you.
Shh. I am reading The Secrets of the Desert. That was the name of it.
Brilliant. So you kind of sit there, keeping one eye on your party, glancing back to your book, glancing up to Spit, who appears to be a little less guarded with you around. Like, she doesn't seem as aggressive towards you.
So I'm a nice person.
She's just kind of attending to Adeline, making sure that everything's alright. And as light begins to pierce through the front of the shop windows, everyone finds themselves waking up, fully rested, hit points back, dice, hit dice back, spell slots if you got them.
Right. So I'm back at max or what?
You are not. You are. What was it, 18? You are 18 points down from your max.
18?
But you had everything else back.
That's what you get for starting fights.
I didn't start it. I just wanted to provoke her. All right.
Well, you did.
Yeah, you provoked her.
All right. I'm using my special
She
ability
freaking
to
poked
heal.
you with a sword, with a dagger.
She almost killed you, but you provoked her.
All right. So I can. Yeah. I'm using my special ability heal to. Yeah. Not be that much beaten up. All right. I'm at level 4, and I.
You're level 4, yes.
Alright, then I heal for additional this shit. Oh, 12. Nice. Alright, well, is this ability on cooldown now or what?
Probably.
I believe so. If we make it work the same way that Toriel's thing has been working, we'll say that you only get half of your level in terms of uses. Minimum
So-
1, which would be 2 uses, so you have 1 use left of it today.
Alright, so I can... and how do I get the uses back? Or...
Long rest.
Okay, alright, so I can... Well, but it says once per long or short rest, so...
Oh, it does say once per short rest.
Long or short rest, yes.
Okay, well you get back then.
That.
That's what I just asked you, man. You told me.
I'm sorry, alright. So
Okay,
that's
yes,
the
once per
balance.
short rest. So you've used it for until you take another rest.
Alright, that's fine. Alright.
And as the light breaks through, everyone needs to wake up.
Alright. Morning, friends. Morning, spits.
I wake up having no idea what happened.
Yes,
Most
Oriel,
definitely.
completely oblivious, very rested, very refreshing night, you know.
Ah,
Your watch was fine, nothing happened. You
we
went to
just
sleep.
yeah, I just sat there. I just sat there.
Alright, well, Tiff is still up, so I ask her. Tiff, how's, oh man, I already forgot the name.
Spit or Adeline?
Adeline, yes, Adeline. How's Adeline?
I'm not really sure.
Why don't you ask Spit?
Yes.
Why? You just said that, huh? Did you?
No.
Alright.
And you know what? In fact, I get up and ask Spit, "How's Adeline doing?"
A lot better than last night.
Would she be at a point where my healing magic could be of use now?
She kind of looks at you and smiles. No.
No.
I'm grinding my teeth,
What
come
has
on.
What has she poisoned been with then?
Magic far beyond your comprehension, shall we say.
Oh,
Hmm.
How do we cure her?
I mean, you're welcome to try and heal if you'd like, if you want to ignore Spit.
I mean, I'll take her word for it.
If you don't.
so I think I'll go out to some shops. I ask Spit, is there any food shops around here I could go to?
Do I look like a tour guide?
I mean, you can go hungry if you wish, you cheeky bastard.
She kind of turns back, pulls out a small bundle, She unwraps on the desk, she grabs a piece of like crusty bread, bites into it while looking you dead in the eye.
Yeah, you eat your crusty bread. You eat that. You feed your face with that crusty bread. You crusty woman. Right, I'll go look for some shops on my own then. You guys stay here. I'll be back soon.
I kind of lean over to Garth, like whisper, "Are we mad at Spit for some reason?"
We'll all be happy. We'll all be
it's all fine.
we'll be reading.
Everything's fine.
We'll all be eating like queens, like I am. Alright, I'll be back soon. Bye.
Well, someone has to accompany Her Majesty on her.
Yeah, let's just go with. Actually, should we?
So I
guess Mordok's here, right?
Marduk is not here.
No, okay.
Alright, then I point towards Spit. You take care of Edelin. And then, well, I go with Tiff.
Okay, you're going as well, Toru?
I'm going on an adventure.
I mean, I'm just a liability to her, and we have the same.
Sure.
And we have the same goal. So.
Did you guys see any food shops yesterday when you were out?
And all of you did, in fact. On your way to Adlin's, you do have to pass a number of bakeries. There's also a tavern centered
Does that bakery
slightly off the middle of town.
Okay.
You wanna buy us breakfast, Tiffany?
So does that
breakfast with Tiffany? That sounds good.
Does the shop bakery sell rock cakes?
Is that what you're going to find out? Because you never stopped in, you just kind of walked past it.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys make your way back towards the center of town along the overgrown path. As it becomes clear, fresh smell of bread begins to waft down, meets your face, meets your nose, sorry. As you continue making your way up the street, you pass the bookshop which you entered the other day, and there's a queue of people seeming to extend from where this smell is emanating from. Getting a better look at it, it seems to be one of the few wooden structures in town, like made from planks of wood. As it kind of crests to the top of a roof, it appears to be kind of like interwoven bramble and vines which make up the roof of this, and there are two windows which is very long slits down front. The line is about 15 people, 15 elves, a few dwarves.
I guess we'll just queue.
Yeah,
should we?
I mean, we need breakfast.
Should we keep finding Zelda, or should we go to the black tree?
Take care of the tree, and then
I'll stand in line. I'll stand in line.
Yeah, me too.
You guys queue.
Yeah, and we're discussing meanwhile what we're gonna do next, and I say we take the tree.
I drew a picture of some rock cakes in paint, and I put them in the general chat. Rock cakes. Do you like it?
I'm fascinated how fixated you can get on aspects you just kind of made up suddenly.
Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna use it forever. I'm gonna try and make some. It's just pancake batter cooked on a hot rock. Rock cakes?
How do you eat them? With sauces or?
You peel them off the rock.
And then you just eat them blindly.
I mean, they're slightly orange to colour, so they've got orange zest in them.
So you just eat them. With what do you eat them?
I mean, you can have anything on them you want. Anything this mystical world lets you have on them.
And there are main courses?
No, the breakfast.
Okay.
Rock
Just
cakes.
so just some specific for breakfast and quick fixes
If
for.
If
So
Chen
it takes
wants
about
to
15 minutes standing in this queue for it to
Stuff
progress enough. So you guys get to the door. A few more people come and queue behind you. You get a feeling that this is a pretty good bakery.
this is what we did talk about
Yeah.
rock cakes.
As you make your way in, along the walls, there's various small sort of stands with what appears to be holes behind them in these walls. Every now and then, some form of pastry or baked breaded treat slides from one of the holes and sits on one of the shelves.
Can you make an Chen, you gonna make an inventive name for some of these pastries?
Depends on
What's about a
what's
bullhorn?
going on.
Do they have bullhorns? Do they have bullhorns?
Did they
Looking
have
around, surprisingly, you
Beagle
don't
birds?
see any bullhorns.
Oh man, no croissants.
Do they have a croissant?
Do they have beagle
That's
birds?
what I asked. Those are bullhorns, croissants, of course.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's
Is that
what I
what
said. I call them
God, you
bullhorns.
peasants calling them bullhorns.
So as you make your way up to the counter,
Yeah, bullhorns.
there's about 3 halflings, very very busy, kind of serving people that are scattered around counter. One of them is sort of in the back, kind of attending to things coming out of the ovens and chopping other certain things up, filling pastries with
All right.
some form of liquid and such. There's a very large rock in the back that the other halfling is just draping this orangey batter over.
All right.
Yes! Rock cakes!
All right. Well,
Some of them green, some orange, some purple.
Oh, man, green tea, rock cakes, how can I forget? No?
all right.
Are we in the front of the line?
I'm
You would
curious.
be to the front of the line now, yes.
Oh, hello!
The little halfling gentleman walks up to you. Hello.
Hello!
So, what can I do for you today?
How much do your rock cakes?
Rock cakes are free for gold.
Can I have 6?
Yes, you can.
Yes!
He reaches down, pulls out from the counter, kind of. It's almost kind of like a wavy kind of wooden crafted stand. And he pulls out a rock cake and sits it in one of the waves.
Nice.
Because rock cakes are made from being draped over the rock, when you take them off the rock, they appear to have like this curved kind of,
Yes, that's
sort of like a
correct.
taco.
Yeah.
So he places
But
it
this-
down. He does that for the other 6. He's like, so what you want in them?
What do you have?
Take a look, and he points to this glass cabinet to his right, and there's a whole assortment of various fruits and creams. And
I will have. Here's a new inventive name for a fruit. A neri berry,
Very.
right? And it's like a strawberry, but it is pink.
All right.
And I'll have that on it. Neri berry, please.
Some Mary Betty.
You typing down all my foods. Neri berry.
Yeah, that's I think that's cool.
So I'll take. Is it 2 gold out?
Yep.
Whoa! Thank you for jumping on the rock cake bandwagon. Thank you.
Yeah, so he pulls out the neri berries from the counter.
Oh.
He prepares them, takes off a few of the tops,
Thank you.
chops into very slim parts, and places them out through each of these rock cakes. He pulls out a bag with a wooden tip, sort of like a fixture on it. He's like, sauce?
Pardon? Sauce.
Ah,
Sauce.
that's a nice service.
Chen, make up an invented name for some type of sauce.
Well, it's just neri sauce. It's very sweet.
Oh. Yeah, thank you. I thought you don't have that.
He squirts it all over the top. He places like a tissue under each of the rock cakes. Takes your 2 gold from the counter. You can go mark that off.
Alright.
Thank you.
Pleasure doing business.
See, I imagine the
Who's
rock.
next?
No, I want to describe the rock cake to everyone.
Wait, so
Looks
did
like-
you get rock cakes for everyone or just for you?
For me.
Of course, for
God.
herself.
For me.
Your Majesty is
6
hungry.
rock cakes for herself?
Yes, I'm a hungry girl. So, like, the outside is like.
She kind of turns
Quite
around.
chubby, I imagine.
You see these various curved pancake-like dishes all stacked on top of each other in her arm. She's kind of like holding it with both arms to kind of prevent them from falling over, kind of trying to munch into one of them.
I saved some for Adeline if she wakes up.
Just go and ask for
Aw.
bread.
Alright, well, I guess it's my turn, isn't it?
Whoever's next. It's not really like a queue situation anymore. It's kind of just like a
Alright, then.
large amount of people pushed up against this counter.
Well, then I make my way through the crowd and
I
say,
ask for bread.
"Here, sir. Do you have bull horns?"
Sorry, Garth. Hold up. Sorry.
Alright.
Yeah.
Looks at you. Just bread?
Well, I don't suppose you have the special peniary bread?
What?
Never mind. Just
He wanted to know if you had Neri berry flavored bread.
no peniary bread. It's a specialty from where I'm from, but whatever. Just
And where is that exactly?
from Fall.
I have
Have
fallen
you
and I can't
Heard
get
of
up.
it?
I have. I can't say I'm familiar with the bread.
Well, just give me
It's a Neri berry.
a big loaf of bread. That'll be fine.
You
I
can
don't really care what bread.
He looks at you with like
Very-
a look of little like disappointment,
Fine, I'll ask. What bread do you have?
but
then?
also acceptance. But by this point, he's already walking off to like the
Oh.
back. He says something to the other halfling who's kind of dealing with various pastries and stuff. And that halfling looks at you for a second. It looks back to him. It's kind of shakes his head. The initial halfling that you're talking to, male gentleman, brown hair, kind of walks into the back room. He comes out with most of bread that you've seen, pretty standard rectangular. This one appears to be almost like a spring.
A spring, alright.
Yeah,
Interesting shape.
puts it back on the counter, slides it towards you. I guess we can do you some werewolf.
Thank you.
Somewhat.
Werewolf.
Werewolf.
What's that?
Is that a springy stuff?
Sounds good.
Is that like a cinnamon roll?
You don't know. All you know is that it looks like a spring.
Alright.
My god, Chen, you're so inventive. Is it a yum yum?
If you don't know, you
I
haven't
don't
tasted
know,
it.
do I?
You're very content with your rock cakes at the moment.
I would also say. Yeah, you're a lovely rock cake.
So that'll be 1 gold.
I
Green and
give
red.
1 gold.
Cool. Then he takes it, flicks under a counter. What's next?
Yes, sir. Do you have bull horns?
But what?
Bull horns, you know, and I start describing them. They're, well, kind of horn shaped from, well,
Of course.
then and that, wait a second. What's the damn word? Yeah, with then that dog, and you make them into shape of a horn.
Say croissant.
Yeah, basically it's croissant, yes. And then I start, mentioning other names, other people from other places gave it to it like, well,
He turns around and goes, croissant.
Ah, yeah,
Half-
thanks,
half-
sir.
Halfling go back, throws him a croissant. He puts on.
It's a boomerang. Back in
Just one. You want anything with it?
No, I'll take 2, and well, I would say also some of these.
Croissant. No one gets thrown at him. He catches it. Places it on the counter.
Alright. And also
I mean,
some of these rock cakes. I mean, my friend
Rock
seems really pretty well impressed by them.
I'll be back in a minute. If we go anywhere, I follow. I'll see
Alright.
you back.
Alright, I'll also take 2 rock cakes. Is it possible to have some meat in it, or is this cost extra?
You'll be hard pressed to find anyone in Seosa who serves meat, mate.
Oh, vegetarians, huh? Alright then. Well, give me some cream, and for the first one and for the second, I'd say, yeah, let's go with those berries. Always wanted to try
The
that.
berry berries or the metro berries?
The Maryberry. Wait a second. Maryberries? What did we call them?
Nerryberries.
The Maryberries.
You sure? We got lots of berries. Neri berries, measure berries, azel berries, tinta berries, naka berries, stim berries, ama berries,
I'm a man with simple taste, you know.
curry berries.
Just some berries. I'm
Just
settled.
neri berries, that's fine, sir. He pulls them off, chops off the ends, slices them up, prepares them. Looking at the counter, those are classical neri berries. And he slices them, puts them along the various rock cakes. Sauce?
That's all, thank you, sir. How much do I owe you?
For a lot. He does some mental math. We'll call it 2 gold.
Alright, fine. Here we go, sir. And yeah, well... Now, wait a sec, that's the moment to pay 3 golds, just to, well, be some idiotic generous.
He takes it and raises a coin to you. Oh, thanks for your patronage. Flicks coins on the table.
Welcome. Alright.
Next!
Hello.
As you guys kind of make your way out of the shop, you're noticing that as you are getting to the back of the shop, that the pastries that were coming out of holes in walls and stuff like that seem to be disappearing relatively fast. And as you get outside of the shop, places appear to be closing, as if they're sold out for the day. And you guys are already in there for about 5 minutes.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll eat then.
It's a weird
yeah.
place. Just I eat
Just
my spring
sit on the
bread.
ground, I mean, we're used to dumb shit, and I guess there are no public benches.
There are a few benches. They don't look like benches, but they are benches. They're made from like various overgrown vines and stuff that have been kind of like.
Alright, we'll
wrangled
take a
down and
bench
wrapped.
and discuss our next steps. I would say we go for the tree.
And it is the most comfortable bench you've ever sat on. The leaves are very supportive, if you figure.
Alright. I'm really, and then I kind of confess towards Foriel. I'm really scared about spits. That woman is nuts.
Is she? She seemed nice to me.
Oh, really? I look really shocked towards her, and then I just shake my head. Okay, never mind then.
She was concerned about her friend, but I don't think she's gonna be ill-harbored towards us unless we provoke her.
I'm just murmuring into my beard and bites a piece of my croissant. Being a bit, disrupted in my pride. Then I again mentioned, we haven't agreed yet on what we're doing next. Are we going for the tree now or not? I mean, this guy isn't coming off for us. Well, didn't do now. And if we maybe, get up some dust from, I guess, this tree. I guess maybe getting rid of this tree, and maybe it's something he also wants, our dear friends. I should really start taking notes.
Which friends?
That priest douchebag dude,
Seldor?
Seldor. Yeah. I also think he is responsible for whatever happened to Adeline.
Well, if he is, he'll pay in due time.
Vengeance? That doesn't sound like something a paladin would wish.
Let's call it a precaution for our friend.
Precaution. I like that. I like that. Alright, well, we're going for, again, back on the search for the tree. Since I guess we all finished with our meals. Tiffany probably still
go
wiping her
search for the
mouth from
black
all the
tree.
berries juice.
My spring bread tasted rather well. Tasted good. It's good bread.
Yeah, and as you bite into the well loaf, it's very, very soft, except for the crust, which is quite flaky. And chewing into it, it's a myriad of flavors, really. It's obviously a standard, basic breadish, like soft bread, freshly baked taste. But there are hints of chili and cinnamon in other places. Other bits of it are kind of sweet. But it's kind of like a journey of flavor as you eat down the loaf.
Alright. Yeah, and how is Garth, how is Garth having the, well, stone cakes?
The rock cakes?
The rock cakes, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good. They're also very soft, very light. It's not too heavy, not too filling though.
I'm back. What's happened?
We ate bread and cakes.
Oh. I don't like
And
bread.
your croissant tastes just like a croissant.
Rock cakes, right? Rock cakes are crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside.
And damn good. I don't know why you're getting all fluffed about them. Well, let's go to the let's go find the black tree then. Maybe that will.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the tree.
Don't shit on rock cakes.
We are finished with our rock cakes. I mean, you said you were saving some for Adeline.
Yeah, I saved 2 just in case Adeline wakes up. Yeah, we can go and investigate the tree, but nobody goes there often because it gives off sickness. So you should say if we go, we might be infected by it.
Well, you know what sickens me? Just sitting here and not making any progress. I'm going on the search.
I mean, you could, or you could take my advice as just a precaution. I'm warning you, if we go, we might be infected. I don't recommend touching the tree either.
Yeah, we'll first have to find this thing. Then we shall see.
You can touch it. I'm not touching it.
What else can we do anymore?
Well,
Not touch it.
Well, I'm going towards the tree since, well, we got a description with which we can work, did we? Kinda on the outskirts, towards some direction. Or I'm just gonna, well, ask my way around.
So yeah, from the various bits of information that you've acquired, you make your way up towards the fountain in the middle of town, or what the center of town seems to be. From there, you make your way back towards Saldor's mansion. Not too far along the way, you pass a tavern. At the tavern, you turn down and continuing down this smaller street. There's a point where the path begins to become more overgrown, similar to the fashion of the path that extends towards Adeline's house. You get the sense that this town is very focused on maintaining its center as a fundamental, but they prefer to let it be kind of natural as you get further away from where people who don't live in Siorsa would be.
All right.
As you continue down this path for around another 10 minutes, you get to a part where the path extends through these bored out bushes. It's very dark, and as you get to the end of it, the life seems to sap from branches and bramble that make up this tunnel now. Getting to the edge, you come to a very large meadow. Where you expect the grass to be green, it's completely grey, and as it gets closer to the centre, it turns black and goopy, viscous almost, centred around this very gnarled, ugly-looking tree, broken and out of place, with bits of like blackish tar dripping from its branches, completely devoid of life.
All right. Well, it doesn't look comfortable. Okay, well, I approach the thing and start, knocking against it to see if it is hollow, maybe.
Why would you touch it? It could be poisonous.
Well,
I'm going to
I guess
do
I'm wearing
a-
gloves or something. Do I?
Can I do a check? Can it be a magic check or
Yeah, you can
investigate?
go ahead and roll Arcana. Garth, as you get closer to it, it becomes a little harder to walk through this blackish goo that seems to surround it.
So it's really sticky.
Yeah, very thick. As you get even closer to
7.
it, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Ha! 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 You fool!
Hey, we have a contract, and I'm always following through to my contract. Do you just
Oh, I don't have
shout
a
that loud
contract.
out to the noble warrior in the goo?
I didn't agree to anything.
So, but you shouted that, did you?
What contract are you talking about?
Did you shout, "You fool"? Did you? Just simple yes, no, and no question. I mean, Garth has to respond to that.
Just
Well, 15, not too impressive. Yep.
15. As your hand reaches towards the bark, before you even touch it, you feel this wave run down your hand, up your arm, into your chest, and down to your stomach, where it sits for a second. You feel your stomach almost twist inside your body.
Okay.
You do manage to kind of brace yourself against the impact of this wave of strange feeling, and it dissipates after a moment.
Alright. Well, then I walk slowly backwards.
Can I roll the 7 before?
Oh no, I hold in for a second. to consider
Was
the
that
next step.
was that Arcana?
Yes.
Yeah. This tree is very old,
And a tree.
and from what you know, old trees do tend to collect magical essence. However, this does appear to be an unnatural magic. But
Alright.
you can't tell anything more than that.
Alright. Well, still standing there.
I mean, I told you not to touch it.
I'm committed now. I'm continue going on and, well, inspect this thing.
Sure, roll an investigation.
Alright. Investigation. Okay. Free. Yeah, it's a tree. Or is it?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to get a good sense of what this tree is and like the markings in the bark, and as you do, a large glob of the viscous blackish liquid just and covers your face.
God damn it.
I told her not to go close.
Well, that's not the weirdest shit I had in my face, so... I'm disgusted, but not the
You very.
It's reminiscent of spit.
Spit. Alright, spit. Well, okay, I'm getting away backwards. Do you have something to, well, get this shit on my face?
Your hand.
Well, something that isn't, something that can get dirty.
Try headbanging.
Alright, well, let's just take a tissue, I guess. I have something like that with me.
Do you? I guess you could take like some cloth from your armor.
Yeah, I know. I actually left my cloak with Evelyn to make her a comfortable bed. So, well, I don't have really that much of any clothing.
Well, then Garth does his best to wipe the
Yeah, that shit away with his
black
bare hands. Not doing
with his
a great
hands.
job. Not doing a great job, of course.
It's enough where you can see and act without too much issue, but it's there and it's gross.
Alright. And this reminds me of really interesting.
Of my wife.
What? Say what? I'm not married. I wanted to say the day we attacked that, well, giants, but yeah, now I remember something else, which doesn't concern you. So, Tiff, can't you just lead fire to that thing? It was all and every
What would
citizen
fire
in
do?
favor.
Could ignite the fire even more, and we could have. It is wood.
Could we just start digging under it?
I'm not digging under it. You can't dig under it. I'm not touching the tree.
Well, be my guest, my friend, and I pat with the, well, smeared hand onto my, well, friend. Be my guest.
I turn around, walk into the nice green area of the forest, find a nice branch to perch myself on, and start to read.
So you just, well, like...
I start to read Alchemist's Delight, because I am not helping you dig up that tree.
Well, I follow you and get myself, well, I don't know, some sort of branch or digging device, since we weren't clever enough to pick up a shovel or
Well,
something.
I have a shovel.
Okay, here's a shovel.
Alright, well,
Shovel away.
Alright, so Toriel begins to kind of make her way through the dirt, glancing over at you two, who are just kind of leisurely watching her. Doesn't take long. You're digging for about 2 to 3 minutes before your shovel goes straight through, like up to your hands, with like no resistance.
okay. So
I
it's just
keep
deep
shoveling?
hole. Is there maybe a tunnel?
You can call me the Shovel Knight.
You just keep shoveling in the same spot.
I mean, if I go through super quickly, I can make a hole super quickly, no?
Yeah, and you keep digging, throwing dirt over your shoulder. The ground you're standing on becomes a lot looser. A lot looser. Go ahead and make dexterity saving throw.
Alright, I'm standing next to her. Do I have also to...
You said you walked away.
Well, I said I get a...
8.
I said I will get something to dig, but she already had...
Yeah, we already had shovels,
shovels,
so technically he's helping me.
See what? So
Okay, but
I would help if she gave me one. Do you have
it wouldn't have been in the same spot that you were standing.
All right. So
But,
she is.
Yeah, what you roll?
8.
Hey. Garth, you look over and Toriel's there.
Uh-huh.
And the next moment she's not.
I fall through a hole.
And you just hear and like the breaking of various branches, and like the squelch of some really sticky fluid.
God damn, for real!
Close my book and I clap really loud. Like, sarcastically loud.
Oh, excuse us, your highness.
So, like, wait,
When-
I can't push to talk and clap.
When did Tiffany become such a bitch?
Because I told you not to dig it, and you dig it.
We
Now
have to
maybe
for
there
plot
is-
reasons.
I don't want to do a plot reason.
Well, we wouldn't want to get your fingernails dirty, dirty, your highness.
Why don't you just
then-
go find Seldor, Mrs.
And then-
Queen?
Why don't I just sit here, not be poisoned, and continue reading?
Useless. Okay, let's go.
Alright, I bow in a really disgusted manner, and then, well, I jump off to Furiel.
Really badly. It's just a smart decision not to dig the poisonous tree.
No one ever said Toriel was smart.